Oh, welcome, welcome to Wrestle Cram. This is your boy, the host, not the most, but humble. I can hear music in my head. That's why I do that. I do mean humble D Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Wednesday to give you, of course, AEW Rampage. First and foremost, thank you so very much for allowing me to be a part of your day, your night, your weekend. You're watching it 2 weeks from now, a month from now. I do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I thank you so much for just being a part of the show, just being a part of it and whatnot. I do this content for you guys, and without you guys, I wouldn't be me. I truly wouldn't be me, and I thank you. I truly do thank you. Just overwhelmingly love whatnot. So, if you want to do more than just what the love that you're giving me while watching it, you can do something else for me. You can, if you like the show, if you like it, just go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. Show some love with the thumbs up. If you want to do more than just the thumbs up, more than just that old thumbs up, go ahead and hit the sub button. We're on the road to 1,000. We're really close to it. No, we're not. We're not even close to it. Let me stop all that lies. We are not close to 1,000. We're on the other end of the 1,000. But if you have already subbed and you want to do something, go talk to other people. Tell them to sub. It's fun. It's fun. How about that? It's fun to sub. It didn't come out right, but you know what? It is what it is. If you want to do more than just those things, it is absolutely free. I'm not asking for a dime. Go ahead and hit the notification bell. I do 7, as of right now, 7 core shows each and every week. Each and every week, you guys. Each and every week. As soon as it uploads, it will notify you and you can watch it and have a good time. How about that? So let's talk about AEW. Once again, the EVPs and the ex-world champion CM Punk are still suspended. So, and the world didn't get destroyed. No super volcano erupted. No crazy earthquakes. The second coming of Jesus didn't happen. It was an okay show, you guys. I mean, hands down. They have a good roster, okay? They have a really decent roster. And, of course, when you have MJF there, everything kind of makes itself good. How about that? So, first and foremost, we start the show off with, of course, Jon Moxley versus Sammy Guevara. This is the last match or whatnot before the finals. So this is the semifinals of the World Championship, the AEW Championship tournament. What can I say about this match? I would have. Well, I know why they did it, because it was the Chris Jericho and Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson too. I get that, but I would have said the Jon Moxley match was a little bit better than the Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson. Beautiful Spanish flies, lots of chops, whatnot. Here's the thing: do not go 1-on-1 when it comes to striking, unless you're the Undertaker against Jon Moxley or Dean Ambrose. I want to say Dean Ambrose, but the character of Jon Moxley and Dean Ambrose are so totally different. It makes no sense. I tell you that hands down. But we got at the beginning of the match, John got a lot of offense in, but remember, Sammy Guevara is he's a high flyer. So as soon as they got on the outside, Sammy gets back in the ring, does 2 crazy suicide dives, kind of evening it out a little bit. And oh my God, they were on the side of the ring, and John does a face plant where Sammy tries to do a flip. but his head almost hit the thing where his body was. And I mean, it could have been a disaster, crazy botch. And that's where Moxley gets the offense again. He gets the advantage again, and out comes Ty Conte and Anna Jay. They come out to Anna Jay distracts the ref, where like Ty Mello kicks, of course, John into the ball sacks. Uh, where while uh, Sammy attempts to do a swanton bomb pin and kick out. So when I do that, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be Nowheresville pretty quickly. Um, I honestly thought that Sammy was gonna win until we got of course, the paradigm shift, or I forgot what it's called now, but I still call it the paradigm shift. Better than Dirty D's. Oh my goodness, what a horrible name. And for him to win. Now, Sammy was attempting to do the GTH, but did not get it off. And him kind of reversing it to, of course, do the paradigm shift for him to win the match. So John Moxley is in the finals of course, the tournament yet again. And we will find out who the next person is at the end of the show. How about that? After that, MJF comes out, and oh my goodness, they take up at least 30 minutes of the show. I like MJF, but he's starting to be a nuisance on the mic, and it's taking. I like him talking, but we need to shorten a lot of what happened today. First and foremost, he wants his music cut, and he was traumatized for 7 days because he looked in the eyes of John Moxley and he showed no fear. So that's why he left. He thought the dude was fucking crazy. John, he talks about that John Moxley, of course, is a character, and MJF actually read his book. He said he was bullied as a child. He got his bike taken, and he was bullied, so he wanted to get bulk up and be strong and big and strong. So nobody would ever bully him again. But also he talks about him being an alcoholic and being a chronic drunk, and he praises him for getting back sober and all that. But he also says that there were demons. The demons gave him everything, and then the demon took it all away. He says, MJF says that, believe it or not, I am that demon. No what? So I was like, okay, let me back here. But he also says that we know that you were supposed to be on vacation, but I'll put you on a permanent vacation. I thought that was pretty interesting. Now MJF did say that his best friend since he was 19. Stokely Hathaway came and talked to him and made him an offer, and tried to get him back on the right road to coming back to AEW. We finally found out what the group is called. The group is called The Firm, but it is not MJF's group. It is actually Stokely Hathaway's group, and Stokely says that he was never everything that what he was talking about. He wasn't a manager. He's not a promoter, a publicist. He's not any of that stuff. He was just a guy who knew people, and he realized that all of this stuff was all talked about, and he would listen. So he knows a lot of stuff behind the scenes because of everybody talking and gossiping. So those cards were actually his. I thought they were MJF's, but they were actually his calling cards or whatnot. So he said blackmail is a good thing. So we will actually see what happens. Morrissey, he told first that he loved him to death, and he looked at him and said, I loved you. And he looked at him and said, I love you too. So like, ew. Anyway, Lee Moriarty, he was talking about he wants to be the pure ROH champion, so he's going to give that to him. Of course, the Guns, he said he was going to provide the belts for the Guns and Ethan Page. He is going to provide the Intercontinental or the Pacific title to Ethan Page, representing, of course, Canada. After that, they do leave the ring, of course, and we get Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy has issued an open challenge to anybody, and Jay Lethal is the one that actually accepted the challenge. Now, Jungle Boy has a lot on his plate, excluding, of course, Christian Cage, who is legit injured. So now his eyes are set on Luchasaurus. This match was pretty decent. I enjoyed it to a certain extent. Now, it is 1 against 3. So just think about it. If it's 1 against 3, you're going to get a lot of shenanigans. You're going to get a lot of craziness. But believe it or not, Jungle Boy did win with the snare trap, which is a very beautiful submission. And I mean, nobody came in the ring or anything. Now it looks like to me that Jay Lethal is a jobber now. Not feeling that. Not feeling that at all. That's a really cool group. Not feeling the whole jobber thing. So we need to do something about that and fix that really, really fast. After that, we get an Action Bronson and Hook promo where they are training. I mean, they look very, very fierce because they are going to face Cool Hand Ange and Daddy Magic. So they will fight, though. I think they're fighting on Rampage because kind of Hook is more on the Rampage side. After that, they are talking about pizza, and I forgot the guy's name, but he's a wrestler, but he has pizza. So Ethan Page Bigfoots him and talks about it's time to right the ship. And Danhausen comes out and says that, of course, you're right. And Ethan Page says, now it's time to attack the wrestler's gesture. I'm going to beat the wrestler's gesture first. And Danhausen's like, yeah, when we find him, he's like, oh shit, it was him. So they will fight at Rampage. I thought it was very funny. I do like Danhausen a lot. After that, we got Darby Allin. Darby Allin did some crazy stunt going down on a tricycle and does a flip. It was really, that's Darby Allin. That's what Darby Allin does. Matt Hardy is back somehow, and he talks about that it's time for him to come back and do what he has to do. So he is challenged Darby Allin on Rampage to a match 1-on-1 to get back on the good foot. After that, we got Powerhouse Hobbs versus Matt DiMangelo. I don't even know. A really long Italian name. Very quick match, beautiful spine buster yet again. And Powerhouse Hobbs gets on the mic. He says that, we was together for so long, me and of course Ricky Starks, and it only took me less than 4 minutes, or I think it was 4 minutes and some seconds, to beat him. He said, I'm not counting, but I mean that's kind of how it is. Now it's time to turn the page of Powerhouse Hobbs. But Ricky Starks is coming from the Raptors, with the crowd, gets in the ring, beats the living shit out of Powerhouse Hobbs. And he gets the mic and pops him. He was already bleeding, but they said that he the one that bust him open. That's not true. He was already beat. I mean, apparently when he did the spine buster, he did it so hard that his head ricocheted off of Matt's body, busting him open. That's what happened. But I can't wait to see what they do. I guarantee they will probably get another match as well pretty soon. After that, we had the Death Triangle and Lucha Brothers little promo where they have challenged the tag team champions, Swerve in Our Glory, to a match to make them double champions like Bastard Pac. Bastard Pac is the first dual champion in AEW. So he was like, he was motivating them like, hey, let's get y'all to double championship as well. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. It was a pretty decent match. But Swerve and Keith Lee are not as fast as the Young Bucks. So it had to slow down due to the fact that, they're not as fast. They don't have the luchador type skills. Well, Swerve does, because Swerve to me is really, really good. I hate that he has the tag belts, because he needs to go into the single runs and fast, like really fast. But Swerve and Glory did win with I think it was Penta that got put in that crazy power slam by Keith Lee for them to win that match. Out comes the Acclaim, and they were just saying, just call him a piece of crap and all that. And they are going to win those belts because everybody loves the Acclaim. I love the Acclaim. I actually liked the Acclaim before they were hot. Put it on the books. Put it on the books, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the one that liked the Acclaim before anybody else liked the Acclaim. I really did. I thought they were pretty cool. So after that, we got a Death Triangle promo where they didn't really want to talk, but Bastard Pac got on the mic and said, it's a bump in the road. What are you talking about? I mean, it is what it is. We are still the Trios champion. I'm still the Pacific champion. And a punch knocks out Bastard Pac. And of course, it is Orange Cassidy. And he said that will be mine pretty soon. After that, we got Toni Storm and Athena promo where they're talking about, of course, the breakup of Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. They're not on good terms due to the fact, if you did watch the match at All Out, it seems that Britt Baker did kind of, or not even kind of, she underhanded Jamie Hayter, because Jamie was really close to winning that match, but Britt messed everything up and both of them lost. So at the end of that match, she's walking, Jamie Hayter is walking with her suitcase out of the arena. Brett is begging and pleading with her, I apologize, but they have not talked since. So now Britt Baker has to find another partner, and it's Serena Deeb. Great choice, you guys. Great choice when it comes to picking a partner. Serena Deeb is as hot can get. She is killing the game when it comes to wrestling. So we had a tag match. It was Athena and Toni Storm versus not Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker and Serena Deeb. It was an okay match. The highlight was at the end, of course, where Britt Baker grabs a chair and Serena throws, of course, Toni Storm to it, knocking her out, and they winning the match. They started attacking, doing their thing after the match, but Jamie Hayter came out of nowhere to, of course, hit Toni Storm with the chair, knocking. It was a really weak hit, but she still didn't talk to Britt Baker. She just did her thing. She left. She just left. She didn't talk. Britt Baker still saying, I'm sorry, but to no avail. Nothing happened. So after that, we got Josh Woods, the Josh Woods promo. Of course, Josh Wood has challenged. Well, Samoa Joe had an open challenge. Josh Wood did accept, due to the fact that Josh Woods did help smart Mark Sterling get away from that powerbomb symphony from Wardlow. So we will see. We will see or whatnot. I mean, in the comments, can you I can't wait to see Twisted Metal. I love Twisted Metal. I want to see this TV show. I forgot who's doing the show, but in the comments, can you tell me how much you can't wait to see Twisted Metal, or let me know what your favorite Twisted Metal game is. My favorite Twisted Metal game is, of course, Twisted Metal 2. I love Twisted Metal 2. The story is a little better than Twisted Metal 1. So, after that, we got the main event, which was Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho. This is 2. Just like I said, I would have put this match at the beginning, but I know why they did that, due to the fact that, of course, John Moxley came out to show love, and of course, Daniel Garcia is showing love as well. But this was a really messy match. A lot of chops, a gang of chops, lots of striking. But man, if you looked at Bryan Danielson's hand, it was just covered red. Like, that hand was red as red can all get out. But toward the end, in the middle of the match, Chris Jericho flips Bryan Danielson over. Bryan falls onto his leg, tweaking the ankle, and we had the team come out and check that ankle. He takes the shoe off. They're looking to see what's going on. Chris Jericho's looking on like, this is my opportunity now. So he goes and pushes everybody aside, starts attacking that leg, that ankle. He wraps the legs with on the pole, just like traditional Bret Hart does, and does a beautiful figure 4. And it was, just like Taz said, it was tight. It was really secure. Even though I know this is, fake, that looked it really, really, really tight. Also, Chris Jericho does a code breaker, followed by Bryan doing a psycho knee. Just crazy. But at the true end, we did get the Bella Lock onto Chris Jericho in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for him to get out. He taps out. It was just as crazy could be. And Bryan Danielson wins. He does win. We will have Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley for the world title. Here's the thing. We did get Daniel Garcia in the back showing love. Also, Jon Moxley comes out to do a face-to-face and also get a handshake from his fellow member of the Blackpool Fighting Club. And we fade to black, you guys. Once again, that was a decent show. And once again, my 2 cents will be about, of course, that Tony Khan and the back locker room should bring all 4 back with open arms, because it truly needs to happen. It truly needs to happen. Y'all will get that tomorrow. Tomorrow, you'll get my 2 cents tomorrow. It's only a day away. I know that. You like that? Okay, so like, share, and subscribe. Send it to people you like. Send it to people you don't like. Send it to all those toys over there. You see Sting? You see Sting over there? You see Adam Hangman Page in that little area right there? Let's turn this way. Oh, that's my mic right there. That's my golden mic. You got Spun right there. You see Spun? Send it over to the people over there. Send it over to everybody. I love y'all so much. Tomorrow, once again, you will get the My 2 cents as well. Not until next time yet. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. Making sure that mental health always comes first. Take care of number 1 before you can take care of anybody else around you, okay? Also, it is flu season. Well, not yet, but flu season is coming up. Make sure, if you're healthy enough, please go get your flu shot. Go get vaccinated as well. Not only will it help you, but it will help everybody else around you. Until next time, you guys. Next time. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling.